Filmington is here. What's going on? It is the 31st. June 1st is tomorrow. Rookie Card Explosion Box subscriptions will be available to purchase again on the website beginning tomorrow. One-time purchases, if supplies last, will be available on the website on June 15th. So, some important announcements and updates. Some of you might have already heard this through the grapevine, but we will be expanding the Rookie Card Explosion Box for Volume 6. We are going up to 108 boxes per month. That is 108. So the next update, Topps Series 2, comes out on June 12th. Well, that is going to be in the product. So I wish I could show you something, some visual, but I don't have it yet. That's been pre-ordered. That'll be in the Volume 6 box. Next announcement. Volume 6 will be the first month where there's going to be a variable pack. By that, I mean there will be 3 different products that someone can pull for one of the packs. And it actually happens to be the high-end pack. Could be 3 different packs. So the lineup will be coming out on the 13th, so stay tuned for that. In the meantime, stay tuned for probably more hints on what will be included. Speaking of hints, that's right, Target exclusive. If you've seen my Facebook page or Twitter, you've probably already seen a spoiler, but my buddy Jose, he's on YouTube, Rookie Collector. He was able to pick up a few boxes of the Target Mega Box 2019 Bowman. So that's going to be included, and don't take this the wrong way, but this will be the first month of the 6 lineups that we've had so far where there will be 2 retail products included. So to make you feel a little bit better, this isn't going to be something that happens in future months or that I plan to make a consistent thing. And the pack that was thrown out to make room for the 2019 Bowman Mega Box is actually one of less value. So sorry, Derek Jeter and 93 Topps, but you're going to have to wait a month. So excited to break out that product. Not everybody is going to get the special Chrome exclusive packs, but those will be included too. So I think in the box there are 6 packs total, 2 of which are Chrome exclusive. So do the math. You have about a 33% chance in order to get that special Chrome Mojo pack, whatever you want to call it. Next update. Unfortunately, Filmington is human. Filmington goes on vacations. My wife and I were going to be heading to San Francisco and the Pacific Northwest for a 6-day trip. We planned this a long time ago before the Rookie Card Explosion Box took off. And we're going to be away from the 12th through the 18th. Actually, the 12th through the 17th. We're coming back on the 18th. So that means that while a lot of you new and existing subscribers were able to get the Volume 5 box on the 15th of the month, this time around, for Volume 6, I'm not going to be able to ship those out until at least the 18th of the month. So probably the 20th and 21st is what you're looking at in regards to the earliest you'll be able to get one. And I can't send them out earlier than the 12th because that's when Topps Series 2 comes out. So sort of in a bind there. So stay patient, but the goodies will come to you, to those that are willing to wait. All right, figured I'd show off some stuff that I got in the mail recently, starting with Christopher Hayson, fellow YouTuber. We did a little trade. I reached out to him because I had a 2019 Bowman Chrome First of one of the cards he was looking for, so he gave me a few bonus cards and some cards that we had agreed on in the switch. So thank you, Christopher, for the bonus cards and everything. I believe, so we got a purple number to 250, Bowman's Best Bets. This was a bonus card, the Devers, as well as this Bobby Dahlbeck. He's really hot right now over the last few months. He's surged in popularity. This is number to 25. So thanks a lot, Christopher. Awesome stuff there. All right, some other stuff. Josh Bell, he's legit, guys. Over the last month, I've been buying up his stuff in lots, and I got a bunch of the Topps. Unfortunately, they're not Topps updates, so they're not as cool, but he didn't have a Topps update. This is from 2017. This is Series 1, the one that's numbered to 30, I believe. You can get these still for about $1 each. I think I got them for about 50 cents a pop. I actually have these listed on eBay Some of these are probably in good enough condition to submit to PSA, but I don't know. After buying this card, I realized that I should have probably just used that money to purchase more Topps Chrome cards. So the Chrome cards I also purchased, not update, regular 2017 Topps Chrome, and I submitted 4 or 5 of those to PSA. So they're out in the mail for Dustin Bellinger right now, I believe. Speaking of lots, I've been purchasing a lot of Matt Chapman stuff. This is his 2017 Topps Update card. These on ComC are probably going for $8 to $9. I think he's American League's best kept secret. Last year, it was sort of Alex Bregman, who was the underrated guy. This year, I think it might be Chapman. He just turned 26, I believe, but he posted like a 7 to 9 WAR last year, I think, based on if you look at Fangraphs or Baseball References measure of that. One of the best fielders in the game, if not the best. Last year, he was the best, voted as such. And he's showing that his power and high OPS, I think he had like a 950 OPS in the second half last year. That wasn't a fluke. People were a little concerned with his shoulder coming into this year, but first sign that that's going away is when you have a power output like he has. I think he's got like 13 to 14 home runs. He's among the league leaders now. So he's got to get that average up. You know, he's hitting around 250, but even if he stays there, he can still be a very, very, very productive hitter and overall player. So those Chapman cards, I picked out the best ones, submitted like 5 of those to PSA, I think, and I have a lot of 32 on eBay. So I don't know if you'll get any 10s with these cards, to be honest, but, you know, sometimes you buy raw just to keep it raw. So figured I'd disclose that to you guys on eBay. By the way, check out my eBay store, Seller ID Filmington. I'll probably put a link in the description if I remember as well. All right, so next up we have, you know what's funny? Elite03, one of the best YouTubers out there, Nolan, he gave me this idea. He's been buying up a lot of Yoan Moncadas. And he's right. The sky's the limit on this guy. Still super young. What is he, like 23? Blue refractor auto at like a fraction of what a Ronald Acuna or a Peter Alonso would go for right now. Got this for, I think, in the low 400s, and it's a true gem. Last year, he was striking out a lot. He wasn't hitting for too much power. I don't think he was even stealing that many bases. He was walking, but this year he's got his average up a little bit. His strikeouts, I believe, are still down, even though I think in this is the first couple weeks in April were probably his best stretch. I think this might be the beginning of him turning it around, and he's only going to continue to get better, guys. Remember, he was the centerpiece of that Chris Sale deal and not Michael Kopech, who you probably haven't heard from in a while because he's out for the year. But super happy to pick this one up. Might buy a few more. Mike Trout, as everybody knows now, I've been trying to shift my collection into Trout. He's proven he's not even having like a really noisy year by his standards, counting stats wise, but he's still far and away the leader in American League WAR, I believe, and that's the one of the key indicators or the key stats they look at for MVP voting. So there's always that risk when you invest in one player, but this is probably the best guy to invest in out of any 27-year-old in regards to reducing your risk or just security overall. Here's one who's sort of an impulse buy. Really cool card. This has been an Explosion Box product, the Topps Chrome retail, and I know somebody hit an Acuna, but I just wanted a PSA 10. I think they're slightly undervalued. At least where I got this, it was around like 45, I think. And I think I was able to apply an eBay Bucks coupon. So Acuna right now, his price is, I don't think he's like a super great buy low or a buy or a sell high. I think he's, I don't know, he's somewhere in between. I think his prices are pretty fair right now. And then speaking of Chapman, picked up a couple of these. Now, the green refractors usually sell for less, and I think I'll do a video eventually that'll specifically focus on how to invest in or what to look for when purchasing a Bowman Chrome card, because I've accumulated a vast amount of knowledge in that space. Been buying a ton of those, probably 90% of my collection in value up till like I started buying vintage was Bowman Chrome first-year autograph cards. So certainly have a lot to share there. Looking forward to sharing my ideas on that. So the green refractor is typically not as sought after, but because the green matches the uniform, And by the way, the green is numbered to 99 in most cases, and that's the one I'm referring to. And blue is usually 150. So even though the green's more rare per se, the blue typically goes for more money. And that's almost always the case unless the green matches the jersey, which it would. But I mean, what happens when he's not on the A's anymore? Because the A's have shown, they've proven to not be able to sign their best players. I mean, it happened with Josh Donaldson. It's happened with Jason Giambi, Johnny Damon. I mean, just go down in history. Then I just can't remember the last time they were able to lock up one of their young promising veterans. So was happy to pick these up for pretty cheap. I thought relatively, again, I think he's underrated. I thought Alex Bregman was a guy last year. Alex Bregman was a higher touted prospect than Chapman, but he was kind of like a post-hype guy because he didn't do what everybody thought he was going to do right away. So he was fairly cheap last year, and I think Bregman's actually still pretty cheap. We probably get a PSA 10 base autograph for about $300, which is a lot less than some players that, you know, I wouldn't spend that money on. So that is it for today's mail day. I do have a couple cards, a couple high-end cards that I also wanted to show, but I'm gonna show those in a different video because they both kind of fit into the same theme. But thanks for watching, guys. Make sure to sign up for the Rookie Card Explosion box if you haven't already, and take care. Like, comment, subscribe. Do you got to do? Thanks.